Hello, I'm Teacher Javelin
And Teacher James.
and welcome to ESP 8 subject. For our next lesson, we are going to talk about the family's mission in faith formation.
Specifically, by the end of the lesson, you will be able to recognize family traditions that mold and strengthen faith formation, evaluate situations that pose as threats to faith formation, explain the role of parents in a child's faith development, and examine specific acts that show witnessing of faith in the family.
Let us read this quote from Barbara Bush, the former First Lady of the United States of America. When all the dust is settled and all the crowds are gone, the things that matters are faith, family, and friends. Do you have anything in mind regarding the said quote? In relation to our lesson, we are going to discuss first the concept of religious freedom.
Our country is known for having a strong faith, close family ties, and hospitable. In relation to this,
Philippines is known for being the only predominant Christian country in all of Asia, with 90.5% of the country's population being Christians. 5.1% of the remaining population are Muslims or have Islamic faith, and 4.4% belongs to other religions such as Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. The Filipino community is characterized by its strong spirituality, making us a resilient race amid adversities. We Filipinos, despite our diverse and unique cultures and beliefs, happen to manifest faithfulness and impartiality to other religious beliefs.
Filipino families are known to be resilient, as we have talked about in the previous session. Amidst hardship, our family, still manage to laugh together. Our parents assure us that in all hardship, we always endure. The strong spirituality allows us to get by. Faith guides us and illuminates each member of the Filipino family, a sense of hope that tomorrow will always be better.
According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, religious freedom is the right to choose what religion to follow and to worship without interference. According to Human Rights Library, religious freedom is the right of every person to freedom of conscience and worship in accordance with his religious beliefs. EqualityHumanRights.com states that everyone has the right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. This right includes freedom to change his religion or belief and freedom either alone or in community with others and in public or private to manifest his religion or belief in worship, teaching practice, and observance.
Spirituality is molded in a family. Our faith is strengthened by tests. Our freedom to exercise our faith in choosing our religion may be an internal decision or an interpersonal influence. But then, freedom is guided by your desire to worship. It's not because your friends or family established it, but it is driven by your heart and your desire for expressing your faith and belief.
The right to choose, follow, and practice a particular religion without interference from others is backed up by our Philippine Constitution. The diversity of Filipinos in terms of religion manifests the Filipinos' faithfulness and impartiality. In Article 3 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution, which contains all the basic civil and political rights of Filipinos, Section 5 stipulates that no law shall be made respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. The free exercise and enjoyment of religious profession and worship without discrimination or preference shall forever be allowed. Take note, shall forever be allowed. No religious test shall be required for the exercise of civil or political rights. There are key points that we need to look at as it is backed up by Article 3, Section 5 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution. First, is that there is no religion that is superior to another. What matters most is a person's godliness and character. Second, there is common understanding regarding the role of religions around the world. These common understandings serve as vessels of universal standards in morality and all other ideals considered essential in the formation of individuals. Lastly, regardless of religious affiliations, all churches uphold universal values such as love, truth, service, honesty, charity, and compassion. It is important to note that one's spirituality largely influences his or her intrapersonal and interpersonal relations.
Religion is one aspect in life which helps mold character in a child. It helps in developing moral values and teaches universal values which influence how we interact with the world we live in.
A picture is worth 8,000 words. From this picture, what word or ideas came or play into your mind? What does the word coexist means to you?
Race, color, gender, and many more descriptors are just some of the things which we use to describe a person. His faith, religion, and spirituality also contribute to a rich and diverse culture in society. These are just descriptors that are not meant to separate or classify us from one another, but should be something that would teach us to uphold all the more our values of love and respect towards one another.
The role of family in faith formation. It is given that everything we learn and know about starts from our own family. Even our connection with the divine being starts with our own family members. Faith and family always come together in Filipino society. Within the family, family members, especially the parents, have the most important role in shaping the faith formation of the child. Parents can instill in their children the sense of faith and religiosity by exposing them early to the religious activities such as praying, going to mass, joining processions, worships or celebrations, and other practices. Exposing the children to these kinds of activities can mold them to be a good individual at an early age.
Church worship services are also an avenue for each member of a family to unite and to spend time together. This contributes to bringing a family together. In a community, religion builds cooperation and friendship.
Living a life of prayer and showing compassion to others are two components of faith formation that every family should strive to instill in children. These components are deemed important because prayer is a form of communication to the divine, which can also be a form of bond within the family members, while being compassionate to others is a manifestation of being humane or in one with other situations and feelings.
Prayer allows a person to exhibit love towards other people. Prayer inspires one to have an optimistic view of the future, teaches one to be grateful, and helps in realizing and reflect on one's action with the hope of becoming better.
Religious beliefs and traditions observed at home shape the children's virtues and mindset. It is important to know that every little thing being taught, exemplified, and shown at home contributes to the development of the child as well as their mindset, character, and personality as an individual. When family members attend the Mass, worship, and other forms of church services together, faith formation is being strengthened and cooperation is being shown. When a family prays for their loved ones beset by trials, they exhibit love, and when they are inspired by their faith in facing struggles and adversity, solidarity is being demonstrated. Accordingly, strong sense of faith strengthens familial love, cooperation, and solidarity, keeping each other inspired and intact even during trying times due to the belief in the power of the divine.
The harder life gets, the closer you are to the Lord. During tough times, a religious person is stronger in faith.
There are, however, different factors that affect the formation of faith among children. First and foremost is the lack of proper disposition of parents to manifest religiosity and time to bring the family together to a life of prayer and service. Usually, when parents do not exemplify religiosity, the child may not internalize the value of faith. Second is the lack of faith within the family, which may cause the youth to go against their religion's moral code or standard of personal discipline. Next is peer pressure. Children or the youth may easily give in to peer pressure if their religious values are not intact. Peer pressure nowadays is considered to be a threat to a person's individuality, especially the youth who always want to feel that they belong to the group. Last but definitely not the least of the threats is media, which is deemed to be the most influential today. Exposure to themes pertaining to sex, violence, and others, as presented by media, can easily adopted by children whose faith formation is weak. With all these threats, parents and family members are equally responsible in the protection and formation of faith of everyone in the family.
Can you imagine a world without faith? What if God is not here? He who knows your problems, He who hears your woes. Even if you hate, He cares. You continue to live. We continue to have a chance in life for a change. Who is God? No matter what problems you have, it's a test that continues to build you stronger. What makes us grateful every day is echoed by our faith, love that radiates in our actions, and hope of a better tomorrow. This is it for this clip.
Thank you.
We appreciate your time
Stay safe.
and see you on the next one.